Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Young and the Restless Friday, May 24 recap. Victor busts Jordan prison transfer. Blocks Cole and Michael's move. The Young and the Restless I&R spoilers recap for Friday, May 24, reveals that Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, will suspect Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, is hiding something and fear that Oxford wants him back. However, Cole will insist he's extending his sabbatical instead and will act like he's letting go of his Jordan, Colleen Zank, concerns as well. Meanwhile, Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, will greet Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, at the ranch and suggest a celebratory lunch with Lauren Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, so Nikki and Victor Newman, Eric Braden, will get on board. Before they leave for society, Michael will pretend he needs to look over some last-minute contracts, so he'll send Victor and Nikki off to meet Lauren with the promise of catching up with them. Once Michael's alone, he'll text Cole with news about their plan needing to happen now. Cole will have to delay Claire's riding lesson and will make Victoria suspicious. Outside the stables, Claire will tease Victoria by pointing out that she highly doubts another woman is keeping Cole busy. Since Claire has seen the more than friendly vibe between her parents, she'll call Victoria out on that. Victoria will admit she's talked about it with Cole, but she'll make it clear that they aren't in any rush and that Claire is their priority. Claire will push Victoria and Cole to start focusing on themselves a bit more now that she's settled in. In the park, Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, will panic at the sight of a woman who looks like Jordan, but it'll obviously just be a false alarm. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will assure Harrison that Jordan isn't coming back, but Harrison will still seem worried about Claire and will ask why mommy doesn't like her. That'll put Kyle in a tight spot, but he'll act like Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, just needs more time to get over how scared she was. Once Harrison mentions that it's the last day of the carnival tomorrow, he'll want Claire to come ride the Ferris wheel with him. Kyle will call Claire with an invitation and convince her that it won't cause trouble with Summer if she comes. Soon after, Claire will join Kyle and Harrison as they all ride together, so the three of them will have a blast. At society, Summer will complain to Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, about Harrison having nightmares involving his concerns about Claire. It'll seem like Claire's causing problems even when she's not around, at least from Summer's perspective. Nick will argue that Claire seems to truly care about Harrison and will suggest letting them spend some time together could help. Phyllis, on the other hand, won't think Summer should be pressured into anything. At the ranch, Cole and Michael will head down to the dungeon where Jordan's trapped, but they'll trigger a motion-activated alarm that'll secretly notify Victor. Once Victor arrives at society with Nikki, he'll get text updates on the dungeon disturbance and leave Nikki confused over why he's exiting so abruptly. After Cole takes Michael down to Jordan's cell, they'll wake her up and let her know they're going to move her to a real prison. Suddenly Victor will arrive to block Michael and Cole's plot. "I'll be damned if I allow that to happen," Victor will declare on Friday's Y&R episode. Back at society, Nick and Summer will be pleased over how wonderful Nikki is looking. Phyllis will ask what Nikki's secret is, so Nikki will replay that it's alcoholism and explain that she just got back from rehab. Once Phyllis praises Nikki for making the right call, she'll congratulate her and seem genuine about it. Phyllis will also fish for Nikki's real take on Claire, so Nikki will defend her granddaughter, though she'll understand Summer's point of view too. In the park, Summer will cross paths with Kyle, Claire, and Harrison following their Ferris wheel ride. Although Summer will be irritated at first, Kyle will tell her about Harrison freaking out when he thought he saw Jordan earlier. Once Summer sees the smile on Harrison's face and how well he's doing now, she'll relent and suggest maybe they should have a conversation about making this a regular thing. Claire will be pleasantly surprised when it seems like Summer is coming around on the nanny idea, and Harrison will also offer a hooray. The Young and the Restless spoilers says Summer will proceed with caution when it comes to Claire, but our predictions point to more progress being made for now. In the bustling city of Genoa, The wheels of fate spun ever faster, intertwining lives with intricate threads of drama and deceit. Friday, May 24th, brought a tempest of revelations on The Young and the Restless, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats as secrets were unveiled and plans thwarted. The day began with Victor Newman, the formidable patriarch, pacing his office with the intensity of a lion preparing to strike. His sources had informed him of a clandestine operation involving Jordan, an old adversary who had managed to remain a thorn in Victor's side. The whispers in the dark corridors of Genoa City's underworld spoke of a planned prison transfer. Jordan, slated for relocation, posed a threat that Victor could not ignore. With his usual meticulousness, Victor had orchestrated a plan to intercept and dismantle this transfer. Meanwhile, across town, Cole Howard and Michael Baldwin were finalizing their own strategy. Cole, ever the opportunist, saw Jordan's transfer as a golden ticket to leverage his position within the city's power dynamics. Michael, the legal mastermind, had crafted a flawless argument to ensure that Jordan's move would go unnoticed by the authorities, thus placing him directly under their control. The stakes were high and their confidence unshakable. But Victor Newman was a man who thrived on control. His spies, deeply embedded within the prison system, relayed every detail of Cole and Michael's scheme. Victor's mind worked like a well-oiled machine, calculating every possible outcome. By noon he had made his decision. A few well-placed phone calls later, the wheels were set in motion to halt the transfer and put an end to Cole and Michael's machinations. Back at Newman Enterprises, the tension was palpable. Nikki Newman, Victor's ever-loyal wife, sensed the storm brewing in her husband's demeanor. "Victor," she inquired gently, "what's troubling you?" Victor's piercing gaze softened slightly as he looked at her, but the resolve in his voice remained ironclad. "There's a matter I need to handle personally, Nikki. Trust me, it's for the best." As afternoon shadows lengthened, the scene shifted to the prison where Jordan awaited his fate. The air was thick with anticipation, guards and inmates alike buzzing with rumors of the impending transfer. Jordan, ever the master manipulator, smirked in his cell, confident that his move would grant him the freedom to enact his own vendettas. Unbeknownst to him, Victor's intervention was already in play. At the 11th hour, a convoy of black SUVs, emblematic of Newman's influence, arrived at the prison gates. Armed with an injunction, Victor's legal team presented documents that rendered the transfer null and void. The warden, recognizing the weight of Victor's influence, had no choice but to comply. Jordan's smirk faded into a mask of fury as he realized his escape plan was crumbling. Simultaneously, Cole and Michael, monitoring the situation from their secure location, received the devastating news. "Damn it!" Cole exclaimed, slamming his fist on the table. Michael, always the strategist, quickly began to reassess their position. "We underestimated him," Michael muttered. "Victor's reach is longer than we anticipated." In the midst of these power plays, other lives in Genoa City moved forward, unaware of the seismic shifts happening behind closed doors. At Crimson Lights, Sharon Newman served coffee with a smile, her thoughts drifting to her recent interactions with Adam. Phyllis Summers, always one to capitalize on chaos, sensed an opportunity brewing and began to position herself accordingly. As evening descended, Victor returned home to Nikki, the weight of the day's events evident in his eyes. "It's done," he said simply, pouring himself a drink. Nikki approached, her hand resting gently on his shoulder. "You did what you had to do, Victor, for our family and for Genoa City." Victor nodded, his gaze steely yet reflective. "This isn't over," he murmured. "Cole and Michael won't back down easily, but as long as I have breath in my body, I'll protect what's mine."